Hey fam, today was a little different. I went into the office to meet some of my teammates. Pretty distracting. But I want to talk about that workout yesterday that I had. I told you guys that I was having frozen shoulder and I was unable to lift my arms all the way up. I think I showed that in a video before that I could lift, my arms a certain level. Anyway, I can now lift the left arm almost all the way up with little to no pain. I still cannot put it behind my back. And I say this because in my workout yesterday, my trainer gave me exercises that made it hurt. Now, it didn't aggravate it because I didn't wake up with it in pain or anything like that, but it hurt yesterday. Some of the weights were heavy. Now, I could have just given up and said, oh, I can't do this. Oh my God, this hurts so bad. But I was told by my doctor that I needed to move this arm before it totally gets frozen and I would end up having surgery and not being able to move it at all. So I kept going, even though it was hurting, even though it was hard for me to lift some of those weights. A 45-minute workout turned into an hour, but that's okay. I did it. I pushed through. I did not distort the situation in my brain to say, she knows she wrong, she know this hurt, I don't know why she no, I didn't do any of that. I did no accusing, no getting upset, none of that stuff. Because I know the more weight that I lose, the less this darn thing is gonna hurt, the less my lower back is gonna hurt, the less my feet are gonna hurt. Bottom line, the less my joints are going to hurt. So I need to keep going. I mean, the older we get, or I, and it could be we, it could be you, but the older a person gets, the more fragile their bones become. And it's important to do weightlifting to create more bone density and also muscle around those bones so you're not walking bent over. That's very important to me. I want activity of my limbs. Not only do I want to live to 120, I want to also be mobile. So let's get into what Dr. Burns is talking about on his second point in this chapter that I'm reading, definition of cognitive distortions. The other one is overgeneralizing. There is, oh my God, I did all that talking and just that moment, it escaped my brain. I had a story. Oh, I know what it is. So, let me see. Sometimes when something happens to us, like say you go over a cousin's house and maybe a few times you spent the night and they left a toilet seat up. I don't know. I'm just saying something to throw something out there. And now all of a sudden you are generalizing, and they call that a Svengali, because a lot of times people generalize. I've done it, and it's a distortion, because when you go back and you look and you think about that moment, like how many times has that really happened? Matter of fact, someone was talking about they went into the city and 3 times that they went in there, they saw crime. So now they stay away from the city because they saw crime. Okay, you may see crime in the city, that's true. But do you see it all the time? Is it general? No, it's not. Now it's your brain distorting that whole situation, just blowing it up, and it's not necessary. I and the rest of the people who do this, the Singali, need to stop generalizing and stop distorting a situation. You need, and I need, and we need to evaluate the situation to see, does it always happen? Or has that happened once in 5 years, or maybe once in 10? Sometimes it really is just that far. And a person will automatically get this thought in their head that I don't want to do this because every time I do this, this happens. That's not true. Back to that thing about the grades the other day when I was talking about the all or nothing situation. That was a situation of generalizing. Oh, now I'm not smart because I got an 83. This is going to happen every time I take this class. No, it will if you don't change your thought process. It will happen. It's almost as if you will these situations to happen. Let's stop that. I need to stop it. And I'm trying very hard to stop generalizing things. I am now correcting myself when I do that and I start saying, okay, maybe not all, but some, a few. Because I generalize in my conversation. And thanks to my friend Kai, Kai has, pointed that out to me. And I would say to her, well, I'm not generalizing. I'm just saying. And she's like, no, but it's not like that all the time. And she's right. And it's not exactly what I was meaning. It was not my thought. However, I need to stop generalizing. I need to stop using a Singali. It's not good. People, take time to think about what you're saying and how you think about things. And I will do the same. Help somebody else. Be nice about it. And as usual, do something kind. And do something good for yourself. Enjoy your evening. And I'm pretty sore from that workout. My whole body is sore. I can barely walk. I'm not in pain, just sore. But I'm going back to it because I'm getting results. And soon it won't cause me any soreness. I will be okay with it. Have a good evening, everybody.